Unit vector of a given vector is a vector of unit magnitude and has the same direction as that of the given vector given vector. A unit vector of vector A, unit vector of vector A is denoted by a cap or a hat. A cap or a hat. A vector A is expressed in magnitude and direction by the straight line OA, and magnitude of vector A is 1. And we consider a small vector PQ which is parallel to the given vector A and magnitude is 1. Then this vector is unit vector A cap. In the last line, A cap is denoted by small a, but it should be capital A cap. Let a unit vector PQ, let a vector PQ be, in the diagram, let a vector PQ be assumed a unit vector, assumed a vector let a vector PQ be assumed as a vector which has unit magnitude and same direction as that of vector A. Also vector PQ is less than vector A, and magnitude of vector PQ is equal to 1, and vector PQ is parallel to vector A. Hence, vector PQ is denoted by A cap. It should be capital A cap, not small a cap, which is the unit vector of vector A. Again, A cap is equal to vector A divided by mod vector A. Therefore, a unit vector in a given direction is also defined as a vector in that direction unit vector in a given direction is also defined as a vector in that direction divided by the magnitude of given vector. So in the last line a cap was denoted by small a cap, but it should be capital A cap equal to vector A divided by mod vector A. Therefore unit vector equal to given vector divided by mod of given vector, means magnitude of given vector. That means if we divide a vector by its magnitude, then we get unit vector. So vector A divided by mod vector A is equal to unit vector. Unit vector of vector A is given by A cap, capital A cap is equal to vector divided by magnitude of that vector, and mod A cap is equal to 1 or unity because it is a unit vector. Similarly, unit vector of vector B as A cap is equal to vector A divided by mod vector A. Therefore, vector A is equal to magnitude of vector A cap. Therefore, vector A equal to A cap. Here A is the magnitude. This is the expression of vector A in terms of unit vector. Therefore, in words we can write vector equal magnitude of the vector into unit vector. So between A and A cap we cannot give dot or cross because A is a scalar and A cap is a vector. So also unit vector of vector B is expressed by B cap, capital B cap equal to vector B divided by mod vector B, and mod vector B cap equal to 1 because B cap is a unit vector. Now we can erase this part to go to the next portion in connection with the unit vector. Another additional point, we can draw x, y and z axis in 3 dimension. There are 3 axes, x, z and y axis. They are mutually perpendicular to each other and O be the origin. Along x axis we consider a vector having magnitude 1 and this is I cap. This small vector has the same direction as that of x-axis and it is I cap. Similarly, unit vector along y-axis is denoted by j cap. It has magnitude 1. Along z-axis, unit vector is k cap and it has magnitude 1. This is k cap is a unit vector along z-axis. I cap, comma, j cap and k cap are the unit vectors along x, y and z axis respectively. Therefore, I cap mod I cap is equal to 1 because I cap is a unit vector, mod j cap is 1 and mod k cap is also 1. Magnitude of unit vectors along x axis, y axis and z axis are 1 and y axis is perpendicular to z and x axis perpendicular to z and angle between x and y axis is 90 degree. As I cap, comma, j cap and k cap are unit vectors are perpendicular to each other. I cap, comma, j cap and k cap are the unit vectors and are perpendicular to each other, comma, perpendicular to each other at the origin O, comma, I cap, comma, j cap, comma, k cap are called orthogonal unit vectors.